For more than 25 years, Alan Katz has had success as a print and television comedy writer and author. Now his new sing-along children's book, Mosquitoes Are Ruining My Summer, is a celebration of all things good, bad, and ugly about summer camp. Alan Katz joins us now. It's great to have you,
Great
Alan.
to be here.
Well,
Thank
this
you.
book really resonated with me because I just shipped my daughter off to camp.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
Oh,
but before
wow.
we get to the book, let's talk
Sure.
a little about you. Your own wonderful, rich writing history.
Well, sure. I've been a comedy writer for, as you said, over 25 years.
You wrote for Rosie O'Donnell?
Rosie O'Donnell. I used to write a lot of the songs that she sang. If you remember, she used to do parody songs every day. I would write them on the train ride from Fairfield County right into the city, and we'd go live at 10 o'clock in the morning, and she'd sing. We over 1,000 songs in 5 years.
And children's programming as well.
Children's programming, Tasmania, Goof Troop, a lot of animated series, and I'm actually a 6-time Emmy loser. So if that...
Hey, at least you were nominated.
Oh, absolutely.
We should also tell everybody you are, you do live in Connecticut.
I live in Connecticut, right.
All right, so how did you make that transition from writing for television to children's author?
Well, I grew up loving the songs of Alan Sherman, if you remember, like Hello Mother, Hello Father.
Yes.
And having written so many parody songs for television, it was actually, I was talking to my daughter, who's now 19 and a sophomore at UConn, and she said, how about writing some songs for kids? And I said, okay, our favorite song is Take Me Out to the Ball Game. And that became Take Me Out of the Bathtub and Other Silly Dilly Songs, which I'm proud to say is back there. I'm proud to say celebrated its 10th anniversary in early May, and actually just did a commemorative video with Tony Danza singing and playing the ukulele, and Andy Cohn from Bravo, and Hungry Girl from the Hungry Girl website is a friend. She sang a line, and Bob Goen from Entertainment Tonight.
Fun. Some
famous children's authors, and myself and my 11-year-old twins, Nathan and David.
Well, you've also written for adults as well, but your passion is children's books.
Children's literature. I mean, as a father of 4 and an active reader my entire life, it's just
I'm with you there.
Reading is the best thing we can do. It really is. And as I travel the country speaking to students in schools, I think I've been in 30 states in the past 5 or 6 years, talking about literacy and talking about the fact that I'm not the only writer in the room. You know, if a student wants to be an astronaut, well, someday they can be an astronaut, and they need a rocket. Right now, if you have a pen and a piece of paper, you're a writer. And if you know the 26 letters of the alphabet, you're a reader. And if I
put it together?
Put it together, and I'm not there to say that you should only read silly books, because as you look around a school library, there's a ton of books about other cultures and famous people, and they all deserve your attention.
Exactly.
But if we can reach kids through humor and get them laughing and get them saying, hey, I can make up my own songs, or I can make up my own poems, or I'm creative too. I was in a school recently and a student said, I didn't know you could write whenever you feel like it. And how powerful is that? So parents, get your kids.
So grab paper and pen, hand it over to your kid.
You will never find me without.
You can buy those journals.
There are blank journals
out there.
You know, there are even school supply stores have a whole blank book. It's a picture book, except there's no pictures and there's no words, and the kid supplies them.
So get them started. How young were you when you started writing?
I actually have in Oops. There's my 3rd grade report card. I reprinted in Oops, in which the teacher wrote, Alan must work toward expressing his written ideas more creatively, which I certainly did. And there's even a 3rd grade composition I wrote that's a parody of Jack and the Beanstalk.
So you took it to heart.
So I took it to heart. There's still, I have school newspapers from there, from 1st and 2nd grade. And ironically, in my school newspaper from Mount Vernon, New York, in 1st grade, Susie Essman from Curb Your Enthusiasm and the president of Nickelodeon were both in my school. And I didn't know it because we moved when I was 7. But finding that's a very powerful creative class.
Exactly.
But all kids can be creative.
Well, let's talk about your latest book, Mosquitoes Are Ruining My Summer.
Exactly.
You know what I love about all your books is the illustration.
Yes.
Because it really draws a child in. It says to me anyway, as if I were a child, open me, read me.
Appreciate that. I appreciate that. David Catro, we've done 10 books together. 9 of them are songbooks. Mosquitoes Are Ruining My Summer is the 9th, but we've done potty training songbooks, and we've done songs about the holidays and songs about manners, and quite a few.
And this is and other silly dilly camp songs. This is truly about camp? What is this all about?
Absolutely. It's the camp experience from the bus ride up to camp, and actually Nathan and David are leaving next Monday for their first sleepaway experience.
These are your children?
My sons, and it's exciting, and my sleepaway camp experience is such that, you know, there are it's all pro camp, obviously. We're not trying to tell kids you're going to have a terrible time. It's all going to be wonderful. But it's about the bus ride and about waiting for packages and about writing notes, because my daughter went to sleepaway camp for 5 or 6 years, and we're still waiting for our first letter from her. And I'll probably be in trouble saying that, but Simone, you know it's true.
Can we sing, can we sing a little bit? Now let's sing from the title, Mosquitoes Are Ruining My Summer.
Absolutely.
And let me pull that page right here. Here it is, and it is to the tune of My Bonnie Lies Over the Ocean.
Absolutely.
A lot of us know that song, right? Okay.
And all the songs in the book and in all the Silly Dilly books are songs to the tune of songs you'd already know.
Okay, I want to have you start, then I'll join you once I get the melody.
Absolutely,
okay?
sure.
All right, here we go.
Mosquitoes are ruining my summer. Mosquitoes from morning till night. Mosquitoes have made life a bummer, 'cause it's only me that they bite. Itching, scratching, I spray on repellent, they scoff, more are hatching, I just tell them all to buzz off.
One more.
Mosquitoes are planning to get me, mosquitoes have lunch on my arm, mosquitoes each day sure upset me, they spell out my name when they swarm. But, you know, you can certainly take care of the mosquitoes and have a good...
And mosquitoes do love me. Do they love you?
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. I'm much loved by many different insects, I'm afraid. But you know what? I want to say one thing.
Go ahead.
Whether it's reading camp songs, whether you go to camp, summer is a great time to be reading. Kids out there, you got to read. You got to keep reading, because no matter what job you want to do when you grow up, it's going to involve reading.
That's right. And really quickly, what's next for you?
What's next is a book called Poems I Wrote When No One Was Looking. It's the sequel to Oops, illustrated by Ed Koren. That will be in October. And poetry and songs and fun stuff for kids.
Great. Well, I know we're going to have you back on
I would
again.
appreciate that. Thank
Alan
you so
Katz,
much for
thanks
singing
so
along.
much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Don't go away. There's more Connecticut Style right after this.